everybody, and we're back. My name is Steve. Back with more NETABOKU. Last time, if you missed the last episode, then you should go watch the last episode. There was a fight, and Kanata was injured. You'll just have to find out what happened. If you're new to the channel, make sure to give us a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to Chichuki, and make sure to leave a comment. Ah, man. Shooting these all in a row is kind of a hassle. Rose, why are you here? I was called by Kanata. Rose-san looks down at Kanata. Rose-san, Kanata is... Kanto, calm down. Rose-san said it made everyone step back and touch Kanata. Rose-san won't talk to me. Hey, Rose-san, why are you silent? Kanata is okay, right? I knew that Kanata, who had been moving just a moment ago, was now the lump of iron that no longer responds. But I knew that she would do that, and somewhere deep inside I couldn't give up. Hey! I'll tell you from the conclusion. Kanata will not move again. What? What did you just say? It's not moving. Rose-san, you're lying. Please cure Kanata as usual. Return Kanata. You're a genius. If my body moved, I'd jump on it right now. But of course I can't. Hey! Hey! Kanto! Why did you were fine until this morning. My head is pure white. Why did this happen? Why? I suddenly remember that moment. I'm glad I met you. Oh man, that's the moment he remembers? That's sad. Why is this? Kanata. Basilico, do you know why this happened? No, I didn't watch all the details. I just went to help them get attacked by a call from Kanata. So all that's known is that. Rose-san looks at me. I'll talk, but now a little. Yes. Rose-san and Basilico quietly held my hand. We put a blanket on Kanata. It's like putting a cloth on the face of the dead. Oh man, it's some deep description. Sorry, Kanata. Wait a little. I'll talk. Yeah? I think it's hard, but please. I told Rose-san everything I saw. I told her about what happened after we got out of the balloon, how Kanata had risked her life to protect me, and about a person named Orlean. I also told her that I was trying to live on my own, but apparently she knew. This is all I know. Okay, thanks. It was hard to talk about, wasn't it? It's okay. I understood the situation. This Orlean person is curious. What do you know about him? Sure, Kanata described herself as a combat android. Yes. I used to help the U.S. military with research. I left halfway through because it wasn't what I wanted. Also, Rose helped the military. That's nice. At the time, I had heard that there was a secret project to develop artificial soldiers. With the technological capabilities of the U.S. military, it wouldn't be surprising if they developed Kanata. So if the military came to get the Kanata back, they would use a different method. So you're saying someone who had nothing to do with the development of Kanata? Yes, at least the U.S. military wouldn't suddenly open fire in the streets, and the people involved would know how to stop the Kanata. If they don't know how to do that, then they are another force that wants to forcefully take Kanata away. Speaking of which, Kanata was acting strangely. Please explain in detail. The first time I met Orlean was not in Aurora. I actually met him in town before. From that point on, Kanata began to avoid me. I see. By the way, why did Rose-san know that I used to practice living alone? I heard directly from Kanata that day. And I've been consulting with her. That was when I met Rose-san yesterday. Certainly after logging out, Kanata's return was slow. That's right. What did Kanata say? I don't want to bother you all, she said. What? Maybe Kanata knew this would happen. Oh, no. So Kanata was protecting us? I don't know. I didn't say that much. The gears seem to fit, and they don't fit. When we were at a standstill, Miyamoto-san came to see us. Kanto-kun, Kanata-chan. Miyamoto-san saw me and hugged me. Are you okay? No injuries? Yes, thanks to Kanata. Miyamoto-san saw Kanata. No, she saw the lump of iron that was Kanata. The reason she still remained calm was probably because Vasilico had probably told her first. Yes, Kanata-chan protected us. Yes, because of me. Kanto-kun is not bad. But, is that what Kanata-chan wanted you to think? And that's why she protected you? I don't think that's... Yes, Kanata would have wanted you to live. But I always do this, even in the case of the earthquake 13 years ago. Maybe this is punishment. I was... If she doesn't meet me, Kanata is... That's a lie, Kanto-kun. What? That's a lie. Because you were having fun with Kanata-chan. Yes. That's right, I was fun. When I met Kanata, I was able to do various things. I wonder what Kanata-chan would think if you told her you shouldn't have met her. I think she would be saddened. Then isn't one thing you should think of. I was fun. Yes. I was really fun, the life since I met Kanata. It may be exaggerated, but I thought my life had changed. I someday gave up my life. I can't move, I have no parents. I gave up on me. But Kanata accepted me. She didn't give up on me. I gave up on me. Kanata stayed with me without giving up. Yes, that's true. That was the case for Kanata-chan. I know, it is not only Kanata. Miyamoto-san, Vasilico, and Rose-san, the important people who have been by my side, probably didn't give up on me. And yet, I had given up on myself. But I don't want to give up anymore. Rose-san! Yeah, I'm not done yet. Yes, so I have a suggestion. Kanata knew about a human called Orlean, and Kanata's memory was ambiguous. So can you take out Kanata's storage memory and see what happened? It's possible. But looking at the memories may make you feel sick. Is that okay? Yes, I want to know the truth. Maybe it's a meaningless act. I don't care. This may not be meaningful. It's like exposing the tomb of the dead. But I don't want to end here. Okay, if you say so. Let's go to my lab with Kanata. We have arrived at Rose's lab. When I came before, I was excited to see the robot for the first time. But not now. Okay, let's get the memory card out of her. Yes, please. Rose-san touched Kanata's head with her accustomed hand. There is a small gap in the temporal area, and apparently there is memory there. Connect Kanata to your computer and enter a command to open the memory lid. After a small sound of air coming out, a small chip of about 1 centimeter came out. The security lock was pretty tight, but I could take it out. I didn't know you had that kind of talent. Well, it was similar to what the professor made. I just predicted what that person was going to do, and I got it. After all, Rose-san is amazing to know how to handle it with intuition. However, she looks a little sad. So, Rose-san, what's inside of Kanata's memory? Oh, sorry. Well, let's get to it. Rose-san connected the memory to a personal computer and began to see the contents. It's a complicated program. Any clue as to what... Oh. I have a video recording what Kanata has seen so far. Is that true? Yes, not all of them, but the ones that she herself deemed important have been retained as footage. Her note comes with it. It's a record together of how I felt at the time. So, you're saying that what Kanata has seen so far gives us an idea of what she has felt? That's right. Until now, I honestly didn't know Kanata's true intentions. Because she doesn't say much about herself, I wonder what she was thinking about when she was with me and with everyone else. It's a bit scary, but I want to know. I don't mean to sound insistent, but you're really going to watch this, aren't you? You're really going to watch this, aren't you? Yes, please. Alright. Kanto-kun, when you're in a tough spot, say it. Thank you, Miyamoto-san, but it's fine. Yeah, I get it. Then we'll play it. Yes. Rose-san pressed the play button, and we learn about the journey that Kanata has been on until now. Model number XAS043901 activation. Start record. Beep beep. When I opened my eyes, it was a white space. Some people in research uniforms and others in military uniforms are raising their mouths and smiling with a grin. A person holding hands, someone with tears saying, I can finally win with this. Different people are doing different actions. The only thing that is clear is that I don't have anyone to look me in the eye and laugh at me. One person who came in a research uniform speaks to me. Motto number XAS043901. From now on, you'll defeat the enemy on the battlefield. Cognitive action started. My raison d'etre is the elimination of the enemy. I'm not sure. Recognize strongly engraved instruction system from memory. Recognition action completed. I answered that person. Yes, sir, Master. Whoa. 10 days have passed since startup. I went to the battlefield mainly in the Islamic world. Basically, on the front line of the battlefield, I'm always near death. So basically, the United States military created her to attack the Middle East. Okay. Basically, on the front line of the battlefield, I'm always near death, and killed many humans. According to one of the researchers, the war situation has changed significantly due to my participation in the war. At first, many people look at me and express an insult, but after the mission is over, their eyes change and they call me this way. Killing Machine. I'm not sure how many people I've killed in the last 10 days, but I understand the meaning of this name, and I never want to deny its meaning. I don't feel anything, because my purpose is destruction. After the mission was over, a soldier approached me. Oh, you suck, man. So this is the room with combat android. His muscles are tight and his eyes are sharp as if he were hunting his prey. He must have gone through several war zones. I'm a little weary of the unusual intimidation. Who are you? I'm Captain Orlean, leading the troops in this operation. I'm not your enemy, don't worry about it. I'm apologetic, sir, Captain. Tell me, result, what did you do? Tell me, result. Tell me your results, what'd you do today? 1 base, 1 armored vehicle, 3 drones, 23 soldiers destroyed. I see, that's a wonderful power. I look forward to continuing my service to the military. With that, the captain walked away. 1 month has passed since startup. In recent, the number of times they have gone to the battlefield has decreased. Apparently, going to the battlefield can reduce the morale of soldiers. Because of this, I become more of a solo mission. It's easier to move than before, because I didn't have to worry about misfires on my allies, but in return, I was more easily targeted and damaged. That's why I get more maintenance than before. 3 months have passed since startup. It seems that a new researcher is coming for maintenance with my upgrade. And from now on, that researcher will be the master. Cancel the contract with the previous master? I've seen this master only a few times since I started up, and every time I seem to be scared. They seem to be scared of me somewhere. When he canceled his contract, he looked as if he had been freed from the curse. The next master will probably think the same way. I have a feeling it's going to be Rose. Okay, it's not Rose. It's this old man. Oh, who is this cute girl called Killing Machines? Oh, it's Professor Chabataki. Yes, Professor Chabataki. This is XAS043901. An elderly man called Chabataki stares at my eyes. I want her to be my daughter. What? It's a joke. It's a joke. Lighten up, you stupid American military man. I wondered what he was saying, but I didn't say anything, especially since no order was given. XAS043901. Is that the right name? I mean, it's difficult to call her that. Why don't you give it a nickname or something? We haven't decided what to do. I see. Then I'll come up with a cute name later. Anyway, 0439, let me introduce myself. My name is, Shataru Chabataki. I was originally a professor at a Japanese university. A great man at this institute seemed to be interested in my research, so I came here. I'm correct in recognizing that you are my new master? It's okay to call me Let's see. It's okay to call me you like a couple who has. It's okay to call me like a couple. Wait. God, it's okay to call me. Alright, I'm just gonna read it how it is. It's okay to call me you like a couple who has been with me for many years instead of calling me so stern. Alright. What does that mean? Exactly! What the hell does that mean? I decide silence because I don't know what that means. Oops, that wasn't funny. Professor, it was a joke, 0439. It's a bit embarrassing if you say the master, so I'll be glad if you call me Professor Chabataki. I understand that meaning. I understand, Professor Chabataki. Oh, it was good. I have been dreaming of being called Dad for a while now. The voice muttering in a whisper is also properly recorded. Oh, I have a good idea. 0439, let's make your name Kanata. Apparently he decided on my name. It listened away to the story as it is not particularly interested. In Japanese, you is also written as beyond. In Japan, this kanji is generally read as Kanata. Yes. Well, you didn't call me, so I decided to name it at least. Is it okay, Kanata? I understand, sir. There's no special meaning in the name, but it's a command, so you just listen to it. And you're okay with that? Her name is Kanata. I understood. I'll tell other people. Thank you. It was good. By the way, Professor, let's get ready to go. Okay, that's right. Well, Kanata, I will do a little longer maintenance for you. It doesn't do anything weird to your pretty body. Please be relieved. Oh, man. If you want her to act like your daughter, don't tell her it's gonna not mess with her lovely body. Yeah, weird is right. That's right. This and that and this and that. Oops, a girl before married shouldn't be asking that. The new master is like a busy person. Professor! Yeah, as expected. I'll do it properly. I'll do some maintenance so you'll sleep for a while. How do I add them to the... I thought I did that already. I'll do some maintenance so you sleep for a while. I see, thank you. Good night. Good night, Kanata. I fell asleep for a while. In the darkness. I'm always in this darkness when doing maintenance. People will develop emotions such as sad and scary, but I'm never the case. Just wait for the time to pass as usual. When I thought so, I felt that I could see light somewhere. Small little light. It was a light that felt warm somewhere. I thought I did that already, that other thing. It's time for the princess to wake up. Is it over? Yeah, it's over. Is there anything wrong with your body? I saw an unusual view, but I don't have to tell the story of the little light I saw. I'm no discomfort. Okay, perhaps something a little different from what happened so far, so you'll tell me at that time. I understand, sir. Maintenance ends without delay. I'm moving on from standby mode. What is standby mode? Stand by in the room until the next mission. Oh, it's lonely. So would you like to have a cup of tea with me for a few... Oh, so would you like to have a cup of tea with me for a few minutes? Well, tea probably means talking to me. I'm a little confused because there wasn't such a person until now. I'm basically not allowed to leave this lab, except for my mission. So if you want to talk to me here, that's fine. Oh, I'm glad. It's been a long time since I can talk with such a young girl slowly. I'll bring you some snacks. The professor said. He left the room humming. He still seems to be a bit of an oddball. It's too late. About an hour later, there may have been something. Leaving this room would be a violation of orders, but the professor must not be in danger. I'll just go out for a few minutes. Stands from the bed you were sitting on and tries to leave the room. At that time, I saw my medical chart on the desk. Write it. It's written. The heart of robots. Oh my god. What is the heart? It was the first word I heard, but it felt warm. At that time, the door opens. Oh, it's Professor. I'm sorry it's been late. I went to get some snacks, and on the way there was a woman. There was a woman with big breasts. I talked many times, but they couldn't exchange email. Aw, Professor. Well, talking to this person seems to be getting tiring. I've been active on the battlefield ever since. Thanks to the maintenance of Professor Chapataki, the endurance has increased, and the duration of the fighting action has increased. I also learned from another female member of the squad that sometimes Professor would use strange language to me, but that it was sexual harassment. Therefore, I tried to respond strictly only when I was sexual harassment. In addition to that, the sense of incongruity after the maintenance has increased. I was trying to do my mission as usual, but it's a bit different. It was a strange feeling in my own body. No, not the body. There was a sense of incongruity in the chest. That's especially when fighting humans. Up until now, I've been doing what I've been given in a matter-of-fact manner, but every time I look at their expressions, I feel something wrong in my chest. I decided to consult with the professor because doing so would affect my mission. Excuse me, Professor. May I have a word with you? What's wrong? A little chest. You, you want? You're wanting a need for a new dress side? Maybe we've gotten bigger around your chest or something? Then we'll have to measure it right away. Well, let me check. No, sir. I slapped the professor's outstretched hand hard. Ow! It's always like this recently. There is something more important now. In fact, I feel a little uncomfortable in my body after maintenance. I see. What kind of uncomfortable feeling? Slightly, the professor's face seemed to have changed. Yes, actually. I talked about discomfort in detail. There is no particular change in everyday life. I often feel that discomfort on the battlefield, especially when I look at human expressions and when I finish my mission. I see. Thank you for telling me, Kanata. No, it's my mission to report on my physical condition. That's right. Normally, he would say, tell me more about your 3 sizes, but a little different. It also looks a little different than when I first met. Different? Yeah, when I first joked. No, I wasn't joking, and I was half in earnest, but you didn't respond. I'm just kicking off because my professor is sexually harassing, and it's too weird. I'll kick my shin. Stop the key points, because it really hurts. But the professor is not necessarily wrong. Indeed, things look a little different than before. I can't put it into words, but it seems like extra programs come in for each and everything. Now, it was a sense of discomfort in the chest. Yes. Let's say from the conclusion. That's the heart. Heart? The words make me feel warm again, but this time a little anxious. That's right. We did maintenance when we first met, didn't we? That's when I equipped you with it, along with improved performance. But this is a secret, because they may relegate me. Ha! The professor laughs. What is the heart, and why did you put that on me? That's for you to think about, Kanata. That's not for me to tell you directly. What's that? Isn't that a little irresponsible? Well, there is no denial. He left the word and left the lab. Heart? Anyway, I have to make sure that our future mission is not affected. Felt that strongly, but I couldn't forget the professor's words. Then I went to the battlefield less and eventually cannot join the front. The reason is simple. Because I can't fight. The pain in my chest has increased since I consulted the professor. I was unable to use force on humans even when I entered the battlefield. Perhaps because the upper tier thought he would heal sooner, he remained on the battlefield unchanged. That was one day. I was dispatched to crush the rebels in Syria. Again, the Middle East. There was no problem with the suppression itself due to a large difference in force. But some afternoon time, there was a boy with a rifle larger than his height. The boy was hiding one eye with a bandage and was unable to bear the weight of the rifle and was about to collapse. It is our mission to wipe out all enemy beings in order to pick future rebellion buds. So it's a matter of course to kill him. But the moment one soldier points his muzzle at the boy and pulls the trigger, I had blown off that soldier. My body didn't listen to me. It is possible that the body was moving rather than thinking. That's exactly what it felt like. The soldiers around me had a surprised look, and I understood that they were looking at me with a look of fear and hatred. and I myself took time to understand what had happened. At this point, I am unable to fulfill my mission. At the same time, I lost my significance of existence. Finish the usual maintenance. Isn't the maintenance itself meaningless anymore? With that in mind, the professor came into the room. Hi, Kanata. You look much more beautiful today than usual. I want to eat you. Professor, that's really bad. Ha! That's right. As always, it begins with the professor's sexual harassment. Even those words are a bit of a relief now. It looks like you've been removed from the mission. Yes. Well, don't worry about it. The soldiers here must be attacking unilaterally, too. You? What do you understand? I suddenly raised a loud voice. The professor also looks a bit surprised. And why did I make my voice so wild? I'm sorry. It's okay. Sorry, then that too. No. Hey, Kanata. Yes? Why are you angry? I think for a moment. Why was I angry? What is anger in the first place? I guess there's something important to you. Important? Yes. When people get angry, it's like when something important is hurt. Something important? But I'm not a human. No, you're almost as human as the rest of us. Like people, you can be troubled by trivial things, suffer, and have compassion. Kanata, you're human. Why do you say so much? Because there is the heart. Heart? What's that word again? When I heard it for the first time, it felt warm somewhere. Nothing. The next time I heard it was warm and uneasy. Now is... You may have heard before, but please tell me again. Why did the professor give me the heart? I asked the professor as if holding on to something, but the answer did not change. Oh, that's what you think? But the answer can be anything you want. Anything? That's right, Kanata. You can decide and choose. The reason for being here, the reason for living, the raison d'etre. Raison d'etre. I can't really understand what he says. I am a combat android. There is no reason to live for me, and there is no right to determine the raison d'etre. If so, then that is when the military will abandon me. Time to abandon me? Professor. I'll think. I'll choose it. Upon hearing the words, the professor smiled. Then my behavior changed little by little. I negotiated with the upper ranks and returned to the battlefield again, but I aimed to create a battlefield that would not kill. Of course, I sometimes used force, but never killed anyone. At first, the companions looked at me with a cold-eyed eye that they might be rampaging again. But little by little, their eyes seemed to change. I thought these guys were those who had no hesitation in killing people, but that is not the case. I understood they were fighting to protect their friends and family. After I heard about that from one of the colleagues, I spoke to them to get to know them better. As I noticed, I was accepted by many of my friends. I decided, be sure to protect the friends you want to protect. Alright, we're going to wrap up here. Professor... Yeah, we're going to end with the professor asking us if he can touch our ass. If you're new to the channel, make sure to give us a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to Chichuki, and make sure you leave a comment so you can see more lewd comments from Professor Chabataki in the next one. Ladies! Have a good night, everybody.